Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Franzi back with another Genshin Impact video, and today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Ganyu banner. Now, this banner is scheduled to release on Tuesday, January 12th. Now, officially, I'm not sure in the exact time. As you can see, the Albedo banner has less than 24 hours, which will end at 4 p.m. EST on Tuesday, the 12th. But banners typically take about 2 hours, so I would expect the banner to drop sometime around 6 p.m. EST on Tuesday, the 12th. But the banner, as you can see, features the 5-star Ganyu, which is the Cryo Bow user, the 4-star Water Boy, which I still can't pronounce his name. He is a Hydro Sword user, the 4-star Zhangling, who is a Pyro Polearm user, and also the 4-star Noelle, who is a Geo Greatsword user. Now, the very first thing you guys should ask yourself when you're deciding whether to summon or not is, do you like the characters? And if you do, you should summon. It's really that simple. There's nothing more to it. This game isn't a game where you need to prioritize like the best of the best characters. You can pick and choose who you like the most, from design to, voice to story, whatever you like. And then you just pick whoever you want and you can summon for them and you can beat all the content. So if you like Ganyu, then absolutely summon for this banner. If you like Waterboy, Zhangling, or Noelle, go ahead and summon. But if you want more of an analytical response to that question, then I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit more in depth. So right off the bat, the 4 stars on this banner are unfortunately not very good. And what I mean by that is not the characters themselves are bad, but the fact is, Noelle is guaranteed on your first multi-pull on the beginner banner. So everybody in the game who's pulled on the beginner banner can get Noelle. And the beginner banner is up forever. So if you want Noelle at any point, you can just spend 8 Acquaint Feint and get her. So everybody has 1 copy of Noelle. And again, Zhangling is also a completely free-to-play player. You get her once you reach Adventure Rank 20 and you complete floor 330 on the Spiral Abyss. So right off the bat, 2 of the 3 4 stars that are featured on Ganyu's banner are completely free to play. So, I mean, there are people that will still summon 4 copies of Zhangling and copies of Noelle because of their constellations and things, because, yeah, some people main these characters, and to the people that main their characters and want constellations, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do that, then you can. But for most people, once they get 1 copy of a unit, they don't really want more copies of the same unit because constellations are not as fun to get as new characters. So a lot of people are probably pretty unhappy about this batch of 4 stars. I know they're pretty good in their own right, but at the same time, it's just very unfortunate that 2 of them are completely free to play. I really gotta hand it to Genshin Impact. This is the very first 5-star waifu banner. I'm not even gonna bring up the topic of Klee. If you even thought that for a second, please get out of here. This is the very first 5-star waifu banner technically on Genshin Impact. I mean, there's Child, Zhongli, Albedo, and Venti, who is, questionable, but still. And what do? They throw some completely mediocre 4 stars, mainly because 2 of them are free to play, but they go ahead and throw them on the banner because they know people are going to summon regardless of the 4 stars. I mean, look at Albedo's banner. They threw a completely unknown 5-star character, they threw him on the banner, and I mean, how are you supposed to be hyped for the man? He literally was never even introduced until Dragonspine dropped. But they suckered people in to summon on the banner because they dropped some great 4 stars with Sucrose, Bennett, and Fischl. Some of the best 4 stars in the game. And now here we have 2 free-to-play ones, which they're okay. I'm not going to hate on them or anything, but they're just okay. And then they threw in Waterboy, who is pretty decent. So, since everybody already knows what Noelle and Zhangling should do, I'm just going to be talking about the 2 other characters on the banner, which are Ganyu and Waterboy. So for Ganyu, she has a pretty high base attack at 335. That's pretty much the same as Diluxe, I believe. Yep, the exact same. So right off the bat, very good there. She has passive crit damage. It goes up to 88.4% and an extra 50. So that's just a ridiculous amount of crit damage she gets. So basically on her artifacts, you're only going to want crit right there. But I mean, she's just going to be the best cryo damage dealer in the game on release. I'm not going to bother going over exactly what she does, as I've already made a video on it. But if you want to, then you can pause the video and look at these if you want. Hear her passives as well. Basically, she's very, very good. I mean, her only competition at the moment is Chongyun, because there are 4 cryo users in the game. There's Chi-Chi and Diona, which are complete supports, don't even count as main damage dealers, and then there's Chongyun and Kaya. Both of those 2 are decent, but they're not enough to carry a whole element by themselves. They're nothing compared to Diluc of Pyro. So like Ganyu is more of a somebody who's on Diluc's tier. So Ganyu instantly is going to be one of the best cryo users in the game. And talking about Waterboy real quick, he is a very good support DPS user. Now, admittedly, I ranked him too low on my tier list, and I kind of regret that. But that was supposed to be a main DPS tier list, so the rankings got kind of messed up, and I really need to fix that and redo that because that video is a little weird. But either way, basically, he is really good at generating reactions with water. So if you have somebody like Ganyu, then you can generate a ton of freezing reactions with his Hydro and Ganyu's Cryo. So he is very good at generating reactions, and this goes with anything too. So if you have some Pyro damage dealer, then you can generate a ton of Vaporize reactions. So, you know, Water Boy is very, very good at that. He is one of the better sub DPS units in the game. So admittedly, while this banner has some mediocrity and it's 4 stars, it also has something very, very nice in Water Boy. And of course, Ganyu herself. But ignoring the fact that, you know, 2 of the 4 characters are actually pretty good, you have to think about what's coming next before you summon on what is here now. So if you've watched my other videos, I've already talked about Zhao and Hu Tao, which in my opinion are the next 2 characters. Zhao being the first, which, you know, 3 weeks after the 12th, which is typically how long a banner lasts, would be the second. So I would expect Zhao to release on February 2nd, and Hu Tao would be 3 weeks after that. So I mean, February 23rd. I mean, that's just a random guess. I don't know if that's for sure. We'll have to wait and see if for more potential leaks or anything like that. But basically, the next 2 characters that are coming are an Anemo polearm user and a Pyro polearm user. So you have to decide for yourself if you want a Cryo user, an Anemo user, or a Pyro user. Now, in my mind, all 3 of these characters are all damage dealers, from Ganyu to Zhao and to Hu Tao. Instantly, I think Zhao is the best Anemo damage dealer on release as well. Hu Tao, while I don't think will be better than Diluc, actually, I think she might be able to hit better numbers, but I think she's going to be harder to play and have a different play style than Diluc. So it's hard for me to say about Hu Tao because she requires some, you know, maneuvering around her HP mechanic. But right off the bat, Zhao is going to be the best Anemo damage dealer in the game, and I know a lot of people are probably waiting to pull on Zhao. A lot of people have been saving their gems and waiting for Zhao, so I completely get it if you do not summon for Ganyu because of Zhao. But you have to keep in mind that I can't decide for you specifically because everybody's box is always different. If you have a great Pyro user and a great Anemo user already, like Venti and like Diluc, then you absolutely don't need these 2. And you're perfectly fine to summon for somebody like Ganyu because you'll instantly have a fantastic Cryo user as well. So it really kind of depends on your box and if you're more hyped for some of the characters that are upcoming. So final conclusion, should you summon on Ganyu's banner? Basically, this comes down to 2 things. 1, do you like Ganyu? If yes, then summon. It's that simple. And then the second one is, do you want Ganyu or Zhao? Which would you like more? Because those are pretty much your choices. Ganyu is here and it's going to be coming very, very soon, and Zhao most likely will be next. And I know this is really tough for a lot of people because not a lot of people have a good damage dealer Anemo character, and not a lot of people have a good damage dealer Cryo user. So this is really, really tough, and I can't tell you which is better between the 2 because neither of them have released yet. I'm not some kind of psychic, you know, but they're both very, very good, and I don't think you can go wrong with either. Also, something to keep in mind, Ayaka is, you know, a character that's been data mined, leaked for a long time. No one knows when she is coming out, but she is also a Cryo damage dealer, and when she comes out, she can definitely contest Ganyu for the cryo damage dealer spot. So if you are deciding between, you know, do I get Zhao and then wait for Ayaka, you could absolutely do that, and I think that's a very, very good plan as well. It's completely up to you on that. I really hate the 4 stars on this banner. It makes it so tough to actually pull. I think this banner is really, really bad, and the only upside to this banner is Ganyu herself. So guys, please let me know down below if you do plan on pulling on this banner. Personally, I will, for the sake of content and because I think Ganyu is a really cool character and I'm very excited to use her. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. The next one will be a summoning video when the banner drops. Thank you so much for watching as always. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Peace.